So right guys, and yesterday we started correlated subquery, and correlated subquery, the definition I was given here. So in correlated subquery, what and how we said how it was executed means. So we said that guys here the first outer query is executed. Okay, okay. Now inner query later inner query is going to be executed. Okay, now fine. So these are the two things. Okay, first outer and later inner. But this correlated subquery, okay, in the previously, can you check out here? This is actually our problem. So to find out nth and n plus 1. So this problem to solve it here, we are using what now? Correlated subqueries. Okay, now? Now, so how it was solving here? So first highest, we are writing 2 queries. Second highest, 3 queries. Third highest, okay, what we can say 4 queries. And 50th highest, if we want to find out, then we are writing here 51 times we are going to be right. Okay, now so this kind of okay, right. So 50th highest means we need to write 51 times we need to write here. And 150 means 151. So that means in non-correlated subqueries, how it was working here, nth highest, and we need to write it n plus 1 times. Okay, now? Nth highest, we need to write it n plus 1 times we are writing this. Okay. So now let me come out to how to overcome this problem. Okay. So by using of your correlated subquery, let me see. So first of all, we want to see that here, okay, to find out nth highest or lowest salary, okay, from a table. Suppose you need to find out the first highest or lowest. Okay, not only for highest, even though we can go to find out what now, lowest salaries also. Okay, now, so first of all, I will give it here my correlated syntax, how to finding your nth highest or lowest salary. Okay, now, let me see guys here. So the syntax first observe, select star from table name. And here I'm giving compulsory table alias name1. So where class n minus 1 is equals to of inner query. So select your count of distinct keyword. So distinct of your column name. Okay. And from the table name, and I will pass it here, the table alias name number 2. Okay. And where, so the internal condition, table alias name 2 dot column name. Okay. And here I want to use either less than or greater than. Okay, so what is less than, what is greater than, we will check out here. And after that, the table alias name1 dot, okay, column name. And finally close. So this is correlated subquery guys here. Okay, so to find out your nth highest or lowest salaries. Okay, but the syntax, if you want to see guys here, okay, the syntax maybe it look like very big syntax, right? But I will explain to you each and every point here. Okay, so what it was happening. Okay, now right. So let me come out based on the syntax. First, my example. Write a query to find. Okay, to find the first highest. Okay, the first highest salary employee details. So to find the first highest salary employee details. But this requirement already we done in the non-correlated subqueries to find out the first highest salary. So we taken out like this. So we are writing like that. So first highest salary. This is our query to find out your first highest salary employee details. Okay. But here, okay, we find out first as that's nothing problem. So same as when I come back to your correlated subqueries. So how we can find out the first highest salary. Okay, now right. And before you want to write your query for that, the first solution is what now? First of all, here in this, the main formula is called as a n minus 1 here. So n minus 1 is called as a the main formula. So here n value, how to take n value means which highest or lowest are you finding here? Okay, and that is what we called as a n value. That is what we called as a n value. So your first highest I said, so my n is equals to 1. Okay, so what it was happened guys here, my n is equals to 1. So n is equals to 1 and n value I need to substitute in my formula n minus 1. And now that substitute n value in n minus 1 formula, then 1 minus 1 is equals to 0. So this is very simple. To which highest salary are you finding now? So that is your n value guys. Okay now, so that we have taken now. After that we need to go for, okay, I just keep it now. And just as per my, okay, the whatever the syntax I was given here, the same syntax I just followed here. Okay, right. So observe, before that, so I want to go for to open my, okay, so SQL Server Management Studio. So now I'm creating one small table for that. Okay, because comparisons purpose, it was very easy for us. So first I will show you one small table. Okay, how this logic will be applied. Okay, and getting your highest salaries. So once you understand the logic, then you can apply on any big data table you can apply. Okay, right. So now here, the first I'm creating one sample table, the table number EMP55. So EID, and I'm taking varchar of 2, okay, varchar of 20 or 10 size, okay, and the salary. So now this is one table I'm going to preparing guys. So after prepared your table in MyDB 6 p.m. So to open your tables, and EMP55 was there. So I'm inserting some data, okay, here. So 1021, the name is Smith, and the salary was 52,000 rupees. 1022, the name is Jones. Suppose it is 18,000 rupees. And the next one is 1023, and the name is Adams. Okay, and this person's salary was 85,000 rupees. 1024, the name is Scott, and this person's salary 48,000 rupees. And 1025, the name is Miller. The name is Miller. So his salary was 85,000 rupees. 1026, the name is Ward, and the salary was, okay, for example, 27,000 rupees. So this is my one sample table I designed guys here with some values. Okay. Now on this, okay, now on this, okay, based on this table information, or else from this table, I need to find out my, okay, first highest salary employee details I need to find out here. Okay, so how I'm going to write in my query, so carefully observe. So when come back to your, okay, the syntax here, I just follow as it is my syntax to write here. So just compare here all of you, select a star from here my table name. So my table name is what now guys here? What is my table name here? EMP55 table. And on this table, I'm creating one alias, E1 alias I'm creating. and where. And now tell me guys here n minus 1 I was given and you are finding the first highest salary. So when n minus 1 is equals to, already we calculated here, how much it was came, n minus 1 is equals to 0. So where 0 is equals to off, so your n minus 1 is equals to 0. Where 0 is equals to off, then I just pass it here. The select count function, already we discussed in the count function how it was work. And in this count function, I'm using distinct keyword also. And we all of you know this, that the distinct keyword, why we want to use. And which column? The column name is salary. Okay. From the same table, EMP55 and E2 is alias. It's the second alias I'm taking now. And after that, what is my condition guys here? Where E2 dot salary, okay, is greater than of E1 dot salary. E1 dot salary. Okay, now I just close. So this is my the correlated syntax to find out my first highest salary. And here I was taken greater than symbol. So it was here less than or greater than is there now. So what is here less than means? Less than will be representing guys here the lowest salaries. Okay, na? So when you want to find out the lowest salary, there you can use a less than. When you want to find out the highest salary, then you can use a greater than symbol. It's a depending on your the which highest salary are you finding. Either lowest means less than, highest means greater than. So that you have to take. So here I need to find out what now highest salary. So that's why I was taken here greater than symbol. The same as it is the query, I just take it out and now I'm going to executing here and see what it was happen. Your first highest salary employee details. You got it. Now see guys here, my first highest salary got it now? Yes or no? Okay, right. The first highest we got it. But how this query is executed, sir? How this correlated subquery is executed, sir? Okay, so that is our question. Okay, now right. Now let me see at each and every point I will explain to you. Okay, so how this query internally executed and how this output was came the first highest salary. Okay, now let me come out and see, guys. Okay, right. So now come out and see whatever the query we written guys here. So that entire query, I will take it now. Okay. This is my entire the query which we written there. Okay, fine. So this is your query information guys here. I just come out. Okay. As I complete my query statement. So now each and every point you just observe carefully. Okay. First of all, in this correlated subquery, can you find out here two alias names are there? There are two alias names are there. Yes or no? Yes. So one alias was E1 and one alias was E2. So you already knows, I think you all of you remember self-join. Self-join, can you remember guys here? The same thing, we are taking some aliases and we said that when you created aliases internally, what it was happen? Internally, some virtual tables are created. Yes or no? So same here also. There are two aliases. I will take it out. So it's my first alias and it my second alias. Okay. There are two aliases here I was taken. So carefully observe. So now some column or names, whatever it is, how many columns as your wish. Just our. Okay, fine. So, and these aliases, and I will give some names here. Okay, for example, so this is my, okay, so E2, and this is my E1. Okay, fine. And after that, whatever the table information we have here, okay, so my salary information, so that we need to copy and take those salaries in this. And here also I will take it those salaries. Okay. So, and here the names are there here. Suppose these are some names we have it here. Okay, suppose the ID, e name. Okay, and this is my salary. So salary column is important column for us. So I will take salary, suppose ID or name, etc. Okay, fine. The two aliases we design here, and the data will be come to like this. So after preparing this E1 and E2, okay, next, what is my next operation here? What is my next operation here? So my next operation, 0. How this 0 was came? Okay, how this 0 was came. So I already explained to you. So 0, how it was came means you are finding the first highest salary. So the solution for 0, okay, what I said, if, okay, so now we can see. So suppose if I'm passing here, the 0, how it was came means if n is equals to 1, because I need to find out first highest, and my formula n minus 1, and we apply the n value 1 minus 1, and finally 0. The 0 was came like this here as per your n minus 1. So this where 0 is called as a outer query. Okay, so this is outer query value. So I just keep it outer query value 0 is equals to inner query value I want to find out. So whatever the inner query value will come to you, and the value is comparing with the outer query value. Okay, now, so 0, how it was came, you understand. And later inner query, now we can see select the count of distinct salary from EMP 55 E2, where E2 dot salary is greater than E1 dot salary. So here, this is my inner condition, carefully observe. So in this condition, I was, okay, I'm written here, E2 dot salary is greater than E1 dot salary. So now in this two aliases E1 and E2, which alias is outer and which alias is inner, guys? Come on, which one is inner, which one is outer? Hmm. So E1 is the outer and E2 is the inner. And E1 is the outer, E2 is the inner, right? Now in this, now in this, your execution will be started. Okay. Can you tell me, guys, here, correlated subquery, first which query is executed? Inner or outer? Okay, right. The first one is executed outer, guys. So that's why the comparison also, how to comparing means here this inner, okay, inner query condition E1 to E2 comparison will be start. That means my comparison from E1 to E2. Okay, na? E1 to E2 comparison. Okay. In this comparison, let me see one by one. I will compare here and check out. So now the question, okay, now E1, this is my E1 and this is my E2. So E1 dot salary here greater than symbol I'm using. Okay, na? So here I'm using which symbol, guys? Greater than. It's a greater than symbol. And can you see, guys, here in this only, this is our count of distinct salary. So count of distinct salary, how much we need to find out now. Okay, that means how many salaries are more than that value that I need to count. And now we can see this. Okay, the first of 52,000. Now I'm going to comparing here. So observe the 52,000 when you comparing to E1 to E2. So comparison will be started like this. And same self join. Each and every value you need to compare. So I'm going to comparing to each and every value with 52,000. So yeah, the point is 52,000 above, how many salaries are there in my E2 alias table? Anybody guessing? 52,000 above, how many salaries are there in my E2 alias table? Any guessing, guys? Ah, how many are there? Let me see. 52,000 above. 52 is not satisfied. 18 not satisfied. 85 satisfied. 85 is the more than of 52. Okay, that one value. And 48 is not like that. Again, 85 is again also more than of your 52 and 28. So that means now tell me how many values are there in the E2 table which is more than 52. Come on, guys. Which is more than 52. Yeah, two values are there. But in two values, can you see here I'm using count of salaries are 2. So count of salaries are 2, right? Count of salaries are 2. But on the salaries, I'm using distinct keyword. Distinct keyword means your duplicates are allowed or not allowed. Distinct keyword means your duplicates are counting or not counting. Yes. So duplicates are not count here. So when duplicates are not counting, okay, na? When duplicates are not counting, that means I just count any one value I want to count. Okay, any one value. And now tell me, now 85,000 above, how many values are there in my E2 alias table? How many values are there? Yes, it is having only one value was there here. Having only one value. So that inner, that is called one is called a inner query return value. Now inner query return value is 1 and outer query value is already 0. Outer query value already 0. And now tell me 0 is equals to 1. Condition true or false? 0 is equals to 1. Condition true or false? Yes, condition is false. So that is first row I was compared like this. Come to second one. Second one is also compared now. 18,000 above, how many values are there in my E2 alias table? 18,000 above, how many values are there in my E2 alias table? Come on. How many are there? 18 above. 18 above 52, 85, 48, 85, 27. So total 5 values are there. But out of 5 values, one is a duplicate. So duplicate don't count. So when you remove your duplicate, then remaining how many values are there, guys? Come on. The remaining values are 4. The remaining values are 4. And the 4 here compare here. So outer query 0. 0 is equals to 4. So 0 is equals to 4. Condition true or false? Condition is false. Okay, fine. And the next one. The next one is, okay, my next one is 85. So 85 above, how many values are there in my E2 table? How many values are there? So there is nothing value. 85 above, there is a no value here. Understand now? So that means now what we want to do, the count of salaries are how many here? 0. The count of salaries are what now? 0. Now we can see. Now outer query value 0, inner query 0. 0 is equals to 0. Condition what now? True. Yes or no? Condition what now? True. And this condition was true at which value? This condition is true at which value? 85,000 value. So 85,000, I just keep it now. Okay, fine. In the next one is called as, okay, the next one, 48. 48,000 above. How many values are greater? 48,000 above. 48,000 above, 52 is there, 85 is there, 85 is there. So 3 values. But in this one is duplicate. So duplicate is don't count. So remove this. Then remaining how many values are which is more than 48? Okay, 2 values are there which is more than 48. Now you can compare. 0 is equals to 2. Now tell me 0 is equals to 2. Condition true or false? Condition is false. Now, in the next one. The next one is what now? So compare here. Okay, let me come back and see. 85 again, next value is there. So 85 again, I'm comparing. Tell me, 85 above, how many values are there? Come on, guys. 85 above, how many values we have it here? So again, 0. So 85,000 above, there is 0 values are there. So now comparing here, the outer query you have to compare. Again, 0 is equals to 0. So guys, tell me 0 is equals to 0. Condition again true na? Yes or no? True. At which value? 85,000 value. 85,000 value. Okay, that's fine. And the last one. The last one is what now? 27. So 27,000 above. How many values are there? $27,000. How many values? So let you check out. 27 above 52, 85, 48, 85. So 4 values. But in this one is a duplicate. Duplicate avoid. The remaining 3 values are there. The remaining 3 values are there. So now this comparison, you just go to do it. Okay, so 0 is equals to 3. 0 is equals to 3 is called as a condition false. Now check guys, each and every value comparison is over. Come on guys. So all values are comparing is over. Okay, right. So your all comparisons, sir, we completed. After completion of this all comparisons, and finally, wherever your condition satisfied means year. So 85,000, 85,000. So this is the way correlated subqueries are executed. Now clear all of you. Same like a self join. Same like a self join. Okay, na? Yes. So this is the way we got it here, and output also. Once I executed now, so output is KMAS. Same, okay, 85,000, the people data we find out. Okay, now we can see. Now, this is my first highest salary I said. Suppose guys here, if I'm asking here, the one more example to find out here, fourth highest salary I need to find out now. So tell me if I want to find out fourth highest salary, then what is my n value here? Come on, simple logic. Yes, here my n value is 4. Here my n value is 4. Okay. And n minus 1, how much guys? 4 minus 1. How much here 4 minus 1? 3. And just you have to set the 3 at your where condition here. That's it. So here no need to write any multiple queries, sir. No need to write. Only one single subquery statement. Only one single subquery statement. Okay. So we are finding any nth highest salary. Understand the point now? So I am not changing any query here. So my query statement is, what now? Same. The query statement is not changing here. Yes or no? Everything is same. Just I'm changing this n minus 1 formula. That's it. So now see my fourth highest salary I'm executing without writing multiple queries. I'm just executing this. And what happened, you can see the fourth highest salary person details, you got it now? Okay, right, we got it here. So suppose if anybody asks you, if you go to any interview panel, the person is asking 50th highest salary, then what is n minus 1 value? Yeah, 50th. 50th means just a 49. That's it. So it's enough. And no need to write here 51 queries. No need to write. Understand now? So 49. Suppose if anybody asks you 150th highest salary, 150th highest salary, then what we want to write? 149. Suppose 2004 highest salary, 2004 highest salary, then 2003. So here the advantage is what now guys here, n minus 1 is only the formula. You can find out any nth highest salary, but the only n minus 1 I want to change your remaining query as it is. Okay. But here previously in your non-correlated subqueries, what it was happened, you can see. First highest means 2 queries are written. Second highest means 3 queries are written. Third highest means 4 queries are written. 50 means 51 queries were written. 150 means 151 queries were written. But here, with only the formula of n minus 1, you can find out any nth positions here. Understand now? So this is correlated subquery statement. Okay, fine. And the next one is observe. This is highest purpose. Suppose you need to find out lowest salary. Okay, so now I'm using here lowest salary. Okay, my question is to find out, okay, first lowest salary employee details. Again, first lowest means again n is equals to 1 only now. Yes or no, guys? Come on. Yes, again n is equals to 1 only. So here n minus 1. Again 1 minus 1. 1 minus 1 is equals to 0 and the 0 I was given. So my entire the syntax is same, but lowest purpose where you want to change. Any guessing, guys? Where we want to change, I said now? Here less than is the lowest, greater than is the highest. So in this query, where we want to change? Inner query condition I want to change. So in place of greater than, use your less than. In place of greater than, use your less than. The remaining process will be same. Then you can go to find out here the first lowest, we got it or not. The first lowest, we got it or not. Can you check to executing now? Yes. My first lowest salary in this table, 18,000. Understand now? Suppose if I'm asking again in this example only, I wanted the third lowest salary employee I wanted. So third lowest salary I wanted here. So here n is equals to again how much? 3. And your formula 3 minus 1 and 3 minus 1 is equals to 2. And here just you have to change 2. That's it. So now you can see the third lowest salary employee details. So we are getting or not, you can see guys here. Yes, and I'm executing now. I am executing now. So third lowest is got it. Okay, now this is highest and lowest nth positions we need to find out. Okay, right. For example, in the next level, same as come to the same syntax. Okay, for even though I want to use for, okay, to display top n, to display top n highest and lowest salaries, okay, from a table. So top n highest and lowest. Suppose I want it like a top 3 highest, top 5 highest, top 2 highest, in the same to same, top 3 lowest, top 2 lowest. Yes or no? At this moment also, the query will be same, but only the formula will change here. Just a moment, you are giving greater than. That's it. So nth highest salary finding and top n salary finding, only the difference is formula. So nth highest purpose, we take in the formula n minus 1 formula, and top n highest salaries or lowest salaries purpose, we are using n greater than formula. Okay. Now I'm asking. So now my example here, suppose write a query to display top three highest salaries, top three highest salaries, employee details I want it. So now here observe the formula is same. I have to take same. But here what happened, here n value is how much here? N value 3. So 3 greater than. That's it. Because my formula here what now? N greater than. So here n value is nothing but top 3. Top 3 means n value is 3. Just n value is just pass it. That's it. And now later highest I said, highest means what now? We should use a greater than. We should use a greater than. That's it. And now can you come out and see? When I'm using here the top 3 highest salary people, if I executed now, let me see if I executed now. So what happened? You can see this. The top 3 highest people, 85 is a top 1 highest, 52 is a top 2nd highest, 48 is a top 3rd highest. Okay, now? So this is top 3 highest people information. Same as, so internal same it is working. Okay, there is no change. Internally same is working. Let you see I'm showing now. Now you can come back here. The internal working process, check out here. So here my top 3. Carefully observe. Here my top 3. The solution I'm explaining here. Top 3 means what I said, n is equals to 3. So my formula n greater than. Okay. So here n is equals to, here n is equals to how much here? 3. 3 greater than now. So 3 greater than now. Let me see. So 1 second. Okay, let me see. So here we said top 3 means here my formula n greater than, right? Now here n is equals to how much? 3. So 3 greater than. So outer query where conditional value 3. Okay, outer query where conditional value is 3. Now inner query execution and already countings are there. Can you find out your countings? Can you find out your countings? Come on. Are you finding these countings here? Guys, are you finding these countings now? Already we are finding. Okay. These countings, we just keep it here. The first 52,000 above, how many values? 52,000 above, how many values? 1 value. 52,000 above, 1 value. So 3 greater than 1. Condition true or false? 3 greater than 1. Condition true or false? Condition true. So 3 greater than 1. Condition is true. And at which value true? At which value true? 52,000. Understand now? In the same pattern, the remains also. Next, 3. So 3 greater than, second condition, what now? 4. Second condition, second count is what now? 4. 3 greater than 4. Condition is what now? False. Next one, 3 greater than 0. So 3 greater than 0. The next condition is what now? True. This condition is what? True. At which value? 0 at which value? 85,000 value. Okay, fine. The next 3 is greater than, 2. So 3 is greater than 2. Condition true or false? So condition will be true. At which value? At which value? 48,000 value. Okay. Next. 3 is greater than 0. So 3 is greater than 0. Condition true na? Yes, of course. Condition true. At which value again? 85,000 again. Okay now? Finally, next 3. So 3 greater than 3. So 3 greater than 3. Condition true or false? False. Okay, that was happening, guys, here. After that, then you can see. So what is your values here? What is your values now? 85,000 is my first highest salary. So 52. Okay, 85 and 48. So these are the highest salaries, guys. Okay, now. So the top 3 highest salaries are we find out here. The top 3 highest salaries are we find out here. Okay, so this is what. Okay, top 3 highest. Suppose in the same pattern, if you will be find out here. Okay, if you will be find out here. So top 3 lowest salaries I want it here. Top 3 lowest. So where I want to change? Can anybody guessing now? Lowest salary, where I want to change? At my n greater than place I want to change, or inner core I want to change? Yes, so many people, top 3 lowest means so many people are thinking that here I want to change. That means they're thinking like the 3 less than. But this is not a right. This is a wrong. Because why, sir, this is a wrong means here what we are doing, this is a fixed formula n greater than. So this formula we cannot change. This formula is fixed n greater than. Whatever I said in the syntax, it's a fixed here. But where you want to change lowest means here, inner query. Here I want to change. Here what I want to do lowest means what I said, which operator? Less than operator. Understand now? So here don't change. You have to change here only. And now come back here. Now enter the query. I will take it out. And to find out the top 3 lowest salaries are, yes, the top 3, 18,000, 27 and 48. So these are the top 3. Suppose top 2, if I want it, then here I want to change it 2 and I just give it here. The top 2 lowest salaries are will be like this. So top 2 lowest salaries we got it. Suppose you want it top 10, then what we want to do? Here I just pass it here 10. Okay, now so query will be same, sub query will be same, just your logic will be changed. Okay, so finally the conclusion is what now, guys, here? So what do you say in this conclusion? So this point should be remembered. Note. So what is this? What we are saying here? So to find out nth highest or lowest salary, then my formula should be n minus 1. And next one, to display, okay, top n, so highest or lowest salaries, then you have to use my formula n greater than. Okay, now are you clear this 2 statements? Okay, fine. So now this is what we called as, guys, a correlated advantage. That means nth highest, if you want to find out to non-correlated, we are writing n plus 1 queries we are writing. But here simply n minus 1. Okay, na? Right. In the next one is called as a, so exist operator. The next operator is called as exist operator. So exist operator is one of the special operator we said, guys, here. Okay, so it is a special operator. Okay, and this operator will be used Okay, so it will use under correlated subqueries only. This is very important point. This operator will use under correlated subquery only. That means other than correlated subqueries, okay, you can't use exist operator in any other cases. And this operator is especially designed under correlated. And even though I can't use this operator in non-correlated subqueries also. Okay, so non-correlated subqueries or any other queries, we can't use this. It can be used only in correlated subqueries only I can use. And this is specially designed by people to use under correlated. Okay, right. But why, sir? And what is the purpose of this operator? What I can do it with this operator means this operator is used, guys, is used to check a row is existing, a row is existing in a table or not. Okay, so exist operator, existing means having. Okay, so that is the meaning of that. So this operator I'm just using for to check my required row or else a row is having in your table or not. So that will be verified with the help of a existing operator in a correlated subqueries. So suppose if a row is exist here, okay, exist in table, then it returns what now? True. Okay, now if a row is not, okay, it is not exist in table, okay, then it returns what now? False. Okay, now so here what we can say, guys, here, so row is existing in your table, then it returns true. Row is not existing in your table, then it returns false. Understand now? This is what we called as a existing operator purpose and how we can go to use it. Okay, now so this syntax will be like this when you want to use this one. Okay, the syntax will be like this, guys, here. So what is the syntax for this? Okay, so I want to send here, so the where, and I'm passing existing of your inner query you need to write. So simple statement. So where you have to go for existing of your inner query. Okay, now so this is our syntax of your existing operator. Okay, fine. But how this existing operator will work? Okay, now so that examples practically we will see in tomorrow session. And tomorrow maximum your subquery topic is also finished here. And if it is possible, tomorrow I'm starting one more new topic in your SPL. And I already said you mid of April your batch is completed. Okay, now right, guys. So thank you so much.